here we go again. Allstones Lake, Allstones Ridge, nice little one-day adventure in the Bighorn backcountry. Man, I love this area. This is a nice little spot down by Abraham Lake at the Allstones Lake trailhead. Allstones Lake is where we're headed this afternoon for a nice little one-night trip. But I want to explore some of the cool little random camping spots down by Abraham Lake.
Yeah, we should really come car camping here too.
What was that?
We should come car camping here too.
Yeah, we should.
Cosley wanted to go this way.
Cosley's going that way? Okay, we'll go with Cosley. It is early May, Cinco de Mayo actually. So, figured best way to celebrate is to do what we do to celebrate pretty much everything. We're gonna go hiking and camping in the backcountry, the Bighorn backcountry. Down one of my favorite spots. Love it down here. Always so gorgeous. Cosley, we're going to need you to focus up a little bit. We are about 12 feet up the trail. Well, not even on the trail, really. I'm already breathing hard. It's a pretty short hike, but a steep one. So, gonna get the legs burning, gonna get the heart pumping, gonna see some beautiful views, find ourselves a awesome little mountain lake to spend the night. Gonna be a great time. It's the awesome trail signs that they have down in this area. The name of the trail on it. Really love these things. They look so cool.
Tired.
Hmm?
Tired already.
Yeah, well, that's alright. We only have like 2,000 feet of elevation to gain. So, yeah. No big deal. Get these nice little peeks through the trees of what the views are really going to be like once we get up on top of the ridge. Somewhere up here it's going to open up on a hillside and we'll have some pretty epic views down at the lake.
It is definitely not a flat trail.
It is not. It's fairly steep.
But for being the first week of May,
It's in really good shape.
it's in really good shape.
Totally dry so far. I'm expecting some snow as we get up closer to the lake. But for now, it has been awesome. This is what the trail looks like. Pretty much the whole way. It is a steady grind for sure to get up. But looks like we're about to open up into some views. I'd say the views are improving a little bit. Wow. And on the other side of these trees, I think, is Abraham. And that's where, so the base of that is where the lake sits that we're staying at tonight. About 2.5 kilometers in, I think, when we get to this view here. Abraham Lake and below us. Looking gorgeous. Feeling good. We just ran into another hiker on the way down who spent the night up at Allstones Lake last night. He said it was still pretty snow-packed, so might be a little bit of camp work involved, trying to figure out a decent campsite. He said he did stay at the south side of the lake, and my first instinct was to go up to the north end of the lake, but it sounded like we might have to break some trail to get around there, so anyways, we'll play it by ear when we get a little bit closer, because I don't know, post-holing my way around the lake doesn't sound super awesome. Wouldn't mind just hanging out here for a few minutes though. It's pretty perfect. Oh yeah, okay, I recognize this from the guidebook. This is the fairly short little exposed section.
Not much avalanche danger right now.
Yeah, I think probably pretty safe. It's pretty dry up there. Oh, what a great viewpoint though. Abraham Lake and below us there. We are almost 4 kilometers in. Gained about 600 meters of elevation, so it's like almost 2,000 feet. 1,800, 1,900 feet, something like that. It was a good little climb, but I think we're pretty much done with the climbing.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I skirt along this ridge a little, or along this hillside here a little bit, and then pretty soon we should be finding a junction that drops down, and we lose about 100 meters of elevation to get down to the lake. So Cosley wants to get down there. First flashing we've seen on the trail, but is an important intersection, so going up this way is where you can get up onto Allstones Ridge. Going down this way is how you can get to Allstones Lake. And then I believe there's a secondary trail just kind of going over through there. It's a little bit more rustic. That'll take you to the far end of the lake. We're just going to head straight down to the lake, check out the closest camp spot, and then figure it out from there, whether we want to go around to the far end or just set up there, or just set up there then go explore the far end. But whatever we're going to do, it's going to start with some lunch. Yay. Or for some candy.
This is the appetizer.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff. Oh, gotta be getting pretty close. I think it's only a couple 100 meters to the lake from here. I hope. Maybe. I could also just be making that up. Nice. Made it. Pretty snow-packed. A little post-holy, but nothing compared to our last trip out to Big Bend. First little glimpse of the lake right over this way. A little snow-covered. Pretty though. Cool. We go up this way here somewhere and try to find a spot that looks reasonable for camping. Across the way there is a trail marker. So that would be the trail that heads around. Although it's pretty frozen, so if we wanted to, we could just kind of take the snowy path around the edge probably. But there'd be a lot of post-holing. So we'll probably stay on this side and just try to find a spot that looks pretty reasonable. But might be some exploring in our future pretty soon.
Lovely. Whatever that is, we get.
First thing though, get these packs off and get some lunch, because I'm hungry. Alright, found home for the night. Just pounded back some lunch real quick because we're starving. We're just kind of grabbing the first clear area that we can find. Once we got to the lake here, I'm gonna set up the tent over here. Gonna use that area over there as our sort of sitting / eating area. At least that's the plan. I mean, it might change if other people show up here. But I would not be surprised if we got the place to ourselves this evening. going around the lake over here. We are going to have to get down to the water here eventually. So we can get down on that beach there. Should be able to access some water without too much trouble. And yeah, can explore around a little bit, hunt for some firewood, maybe wander down to the far end of the lake and check out the sites down at that end, see if they're nicer. I don't think we're going to set up down there because we're here and we don't want to carry our things down that way. But we might go check it out anyways, just to get an idea about what this place has to offer. Nice. Could be a nice view from the tent over here. Yeah, alright. Now the work begins, trying to get everything set up. Well, this is a decent little spot to hang out.
Oh, you turned into a dog.
Camp's all set up. We found a spot to get some water. There was a area chipped away in the lake already in the ice, so we could fill up, which is good. It's pretty slushy, so it's hanging up behind us there, just in the sun, melting down before we filter it. Go down and get another load of that. Once that bag is ready to go. Otherwise, we're just gonna hang out. Yeah, we wandered maybe 2/3 of the way down the length of the lake on the the east side, I think. Yeah. And then snow got like knee deep, thigh deep. We didn't feel like post-holing the rest of the way around, so we just figured we'd come back to camp and relax. We did see a group of 5 or 6 people going across the lake, and they were going to follow that around, it looks like, to set up at the far end. So, I bet they're going to have a fun night.
I actually think they turned around.
Oh, did they?
I think so.
Oh. Huh. Oh.
I think we have it to ourselves.
Cool. Well, so far we've got the area to ourselves then. That's fun. Yeah, so we're just going to hang out. Look at the mountains. Get some sun.
It's like 15, maybe hotter than that, 17 or 18
It
degrees.
feels pretty warm. We're probably going to just roll with that. Have a chill kind of afternoon, so should be nice.
Have some celebrations for Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, yeah. That's right. What did we bring?
Well, because we're so original and we've never done this before, we brought margaritas.
But
They're different margaritas.
they are.
They're bar country margaritas.
Have to see how they stack up to the Packet Gourmet
Moonshine margaritas.
Moonshine margaritas.
We did try the bar country Caesars for my birthday last year at Elk Lakes. Which, they weren't as good as real Caesars.
Yeah, they tasted vaguely like tomato water, but I mean, not.
Vodka tomato water.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, whatever. It's gonna be fun.
But
be nice.
we also have, because we're original and we've never done this before, we also have pico de gallo.
Oh, right. Nice. Oh, it's making me hungry. Let's get some snacks going, I guess.
Yeah, man.
Cool. All right. Time to mix up some cocktails. 2 ounces of tequila and triple sec. Bar Country La Bonita, the margarita. They're coconut lime margaritas. And then a little bit of water to top it up. Let's see here. Do these one at a time. Try not to waste any. Simple enough directions. Powder. 200 mils of water. Press 1 ounce of spirits of your choice. Shake and enjoy. They say spirits of your choice, but I mean, come on. It's a margarita. It has to be tequila. We didn't have quite enough tequila, so we added a little triple sec, just like you would if you were making your margaritas at home. Cool. So I'm just gonna top that up with the water. Maybe throw a little bit of ice in there, and shake her up. Should be good. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's not as sweet as the Pack of gourmet ones. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
The dog is dead.
Mm-hmm. Hot puppy.
We've pretty much just been laying here in the sun for...
About an hour.
Yeah. Just enjoying the view.
Enjoying the sunshine.
Enjoying each other's company.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're okay.
Yeah. And eating lots of snacks. Got the whole smorgasbord over here. Everything laid out. Next up, though, since we're having margaritas and it's Cinco de Mayo, we've got chips. We've got salsa. Good old Pack of Gourmet Pico de Gallo.
Mm-hmm.
Love that stuff. It is excellent. The hard part is waiting for it to rehydrate.
Yeah, I'm pretty close.
Nice.
Because, you need to eat the salsa with the margaritas or else it's not actually Cinco de Mayo.
Mm-hmm.
That's the rule.
Sounds legit. Yeah. And the legendary Pack of Gourmet Pico de Gallo. I love this stuff. As good as ever?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I am trying to make most of our backpacking food now, but I need to buy some stuff every so often at Pack of Gourmet because Pico de Gallo salsa and the queso and their chili. The chili's really good. And then if you mix it in with macaroni, then you have really good chili mac. And the moonshine margaritas.
Nice.
But,
Keep up the good work, Pack of Gourmet, although your shipping costs us a fortune.
yep. Especially when the $18 sucks.
Mm-hmm. The sun is finally, or the shade is finally creeping onto our mats here. Sad. Got a good 2 hours of laying in the sun. It's awesome.
But our tent is now in the full sun.
Mm.
So it'll just be like a nice little sauna in there. So when we climb in, it'll be all cozy.
It will be cooking, which is fine. Wow. What a great day. Perfect trip. Exactly what I needed. Not doing anything silly, not trying to crush the miles, not doing anything, not trying to climb mountains or anything like that. We just came out and had a good time hanging out in the woods. I can't believe how hot it is, considering how much snow there is on the ground. So snow here, probably 25 degrees out at the hottest part today. It was toasty.
It was quite warm. Wouldn't be surprised if I have tan lines now.
You know what you can do about that? Hike naked. No tan lines.
That seems uncomfortable.
Probably.
And likely that there's going to be ticks in places that I don't want to. Which is pretty much anywhere on my body.
Yeah, that's fair. It is tick season. We've been pretty vigilant. All of our stuff is treated with permethrin, so I'm not super worried about it. Ticks aren't a huge...
I just didn't think it was very interesting.
Not a very interesting shot.
Is, beautiful, but I'm just...
Yeah, well, yeah, it's kind of hard to frame up the mountain, and let me get down there we go.
Now I'm a giant.
Yeah, no, now you're just kind of blocking everything out.
Are we both giants?
Supper time. Man, it's 7 o'clock and it's still sunny. I love it.
What you eating?
Some fantastic lasagna. Well, I guess I shouldn't judge it until I taste it. It might taste like butthole.
It probably does. I put extra butthole in it.
Huh? Oh, man. It's like lasagna. It's awesome.
Good.
It was really good.
Good. I'm glad you like it. Does it need some hot sauce? Hot sauce is right there.
Couldn't hurt.
I won't take it personally if you put hot sauce in it. I'm having my favorite Mountain House. You don't buy many of them, but that one's my favorite. Anyway. Dinner time.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the temperature really starts dropping. The temperature really starts dropping once the sun starts setting, eh?
Yeah.
It's probably gone down 12 degrees in the last hour. So the layers are coming out, getting warm. Getting warm with tea.
Some tea.
Got the stove going. Just boiling some water for some hot bevies before we pack her in. Because it's like 7:30, so it's way past our bedtime.
We might make it to like 8:30.
Yeah, we'll actually go a little bit later than normal on this trip, I think, because we still need to go hang a bear bag and walk the dog and do all that sort of stuff. So it'll be 9 o'clock probably before we're crawling into the tent. So, favorite part of today?
Outside. Just being outside.
Yeah.
That first view that we got of looking back on the lake was amazing.
Yeah.
I like just kind of hanging out around camp. It's been pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
I needed this weekend.
Good.
I needed this.
Glad you're having a good time.
Although I just took an epic picture of Evan. And that might be part of my favorite too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
What was your favorite part of the day? I didn't ask you that.
Yeah, just that lounging around at camp, I think. It's kind of what I was feeling. The views were pretty awesome. I feel like tomorrow, though, we should go up to the ridge to get the super views.
The super views?
The super views.
What's a super view?
It's like what we had, but you're at a higher spot so you can see more.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome spot for like a one-night trip. I'm really glad we came out here. I don't really know how many kilometers we did. Every resource I looked at about this hike gave a wildly different distance.
One was like 8 kilometers round trip, one was 12, one was 10, one was 16.
Yeah, they ranged from, I want to say 7.5 to 16 kilometers round trip. So I'm like, coming out here, that was a good idea. This one was your idea. So I appreciate the spot that you picked. I think that's awesome.
Well, it was kind of my idea. It was kind of my idea for this weekend, but we've been talking about coming to Allstones Lake for like 4 years.
Yeah.
But this particular weekend, I suppose it was my choice.
Yeah. So, thanks for that. And thanks for you guys for coming along. Here's one last look at the sun setting over the mountains. You might or might not get some video out of us as we're walking the dog and stuff later. We'll see. If not, good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Nice view this morning. A little chilly, not too bad. Some water boiling for breakfast. How'd you sleep?
Okay. Okay. How about you?
Oh, pretty good. Nice and warm. Drop below 0, but probably just. Last night. My toes are a little cold, but it's because I'm wearing these camp shoes that have some giant holes in them, and I was walking through the snow to get to the bear bag. So, Cosley, hey. Don't go too far, buddy. Good boy. Yeah. Nice camp spot.
It's beautiful.
I like it.
I'd like to come back here when the lake is unfrozen.
Yeah. Might just have to do that sometime. Maybe not this year, but sometime. Okay. So, what do you think?
So many weekends.
It's true. What do you think? You want to hike the ridge on the way out?
Yeah, let's do it.
Nice. Cool. So, there will actually be something interesting to show you this on the video today.
Well, it was beautiful on the way in.
It was. This is actually one of those hikes where the hike out is going to be nicer than the hike in, just because we're going to be going downhill and facing out towards Abraham Lake there for most of it, so should be quite scenic. But especially if we're going to go up and try to tackle that ridge, so should be pretty cool. But first, coffee, breakfast. Where are we going yet? Cosley's ready to rock. One last look. Allstones Lake. You were great. Really nice early season trip. It was a good time. Everything's all packed up, and we're gonna hit the trail. So we're gonna backtrack just a few hundred meters up the trail. We hit a junction where we should be able to head up towards Allstones Ridge. So should be cool. Be some nice views on the way out. Yeah. All right, let's get moving. All right, back at the intersection. Straight ahead would get us back the way we came in. This should take us up to the ridge. Still want to do the ridge? All right.
Go up anyway to the top.
Yeah.
Then decide.
Sounds good. All right, up it is. So maybe 100 meters up the trail, the tree line ends. Get some nice ridge walk heading all the way up. Made it up onto the first step of the ridge. Just a couple more to go. We're just gonna dump our packs here. There's probably a way to scramble down on the other side somewhere, but we don't really want to carry our packs all the way up there. So we're just gonna leave them here and go up without. Should make it a little easier going. View's already pretty nice here. You can see Allstones in below us. Here we go. Last couple steps to the summit. Oh yeah. Got the best view going, I think, of Abraham Lake and these glorious mountains.
Yeah, we're gonna go down the other way because our packs are the other way.
Allstones Lake down in below us.
Are you a scrambling dog?
Awesome. Cosley did awesome. Dani did awesome. She was a little scared there for a minute. Are you happy you came up to the top?
Everything.
Nice. Good.
There's that verse that says tree. I lost my foot.
Our packs are way down there.
It freaks me out.
Yeah. That's pretty quick though. Like, it only took us, what, an hour to get up here? Not even?
Just under.
Nice. And that's with us sort of lollygagging and taking our time.
Well, because why wouldn't you want to take your time and enjoy this view?
Right? It's pretty awesome. Now you can see the Bighorn Dam there. That's the dam that formed Abraham Lake. Oh. Wow, this is awesome. Nice. Totally worth the detour. I like it. Got something pretty to show you guys on this video here. And I love this area. Yeah, Allstones Lake, pretty awesome. Would highly recommend. Definitely looking forward to coming back.
Bighorn?
Yeah, I haven't had well, we've had some bad trips in the Bighorn, but they've always been fun. Even when they're not fun, they're still fun.
I appreciate
that makes sense.
it not kicking our ass this time.
Yeah, this is perfect. Exactly what we needed. Just an awesome one-night trip. All right, well, we left all of our water down there too, so I'm probably not going to hang out here too long. Just going to head back and get on the trail, start heading home. Nice thing is it's going downhill, so we'll have views for most of the way out, which is nice. Obviously, not this good of a view, but still. All right, mission success. Let's get going. Back to the trailhead. Highway in below us, Abraham Lake. So we're gonna call that mission complete. Great success. We did it. Allstones Lake, Allstones Ridge. Nice little one-day adventure in the Bighorn backcountry. Exactly what we needed.
Yeah.
Great success.
Beautiful. Recommend it.
Yeah, awesome spot.
hike out was pretty uneventful, but it's nice going downhill the whole way with a lot of views of the lake, which you can see behind us, which makes a really nice gauge of your progress, because you're just getting closer and closer and closer. And then it's right there. So, alright, that's it for us. Car's just down below us there, so we're going to go get our stuff together and get on the road. 4-hour drive home, probably with some tasty hamburgery goodness somewhere along the way. Thanks for coming along as always, guys.
See you next time.
See you next time.